In this video, I want to teach you a method on how to get stronger. Now, I believe you can do this with almost any exercise, but for today's example, I'm going to use clapping pull-ups. I used to think clapping pull-ups were kind of like a party trick, something you would do just to show off your skill and strength, but it wasn't until I started adding weight to them that I noticed tremendous strength gains in my routine. And here's why I think that is. These are the phases of the pull-up. We got up, top, and down. Concentric, eccentric, and a little bit of isometric, just for that tiny bit that you freeze at the top. So a regular pull-up looks something like this. We're pulling with intensity, we kind of ride a little bit of momentum up, and then the isometric phase happens and the intensity increases a little bit. Eccentric phase takes over, and then we start lowering down, and it kind of stays the same here. Now a clapping pull-up. We start with extreme intensity because our plan is to let go of the bar and do that clap. The clap is kind of just a target to hit. You don't have to clap, you could just do release pull-ups, but if we're clapping at the top, we're pulling hard enough so we can clap above the bar. And then when we're riding that momentum, especially if you add weight, the intensity is still going to be there until you let go of the bar, but as soon as you let go of the bar, the intensity drops all the way down because we have no resistance anymore. But here's where the strength adaptation actually happens, because the intensity spikes from 0 all the way up to that controlled catch. We're not like pausing in that spot, but we're controlling it. So the intensity skyrockets up for that split second while we catch and control and release on the way down. Then as we're controlling it, it comes down. We're still more intense because we're controlling that impact on the way down, and then the process starts over. So the reason I believe I've gained so much strength from doing these weighted clapping pull-ups is because of these intensity spikes. My body is basically being overloaded when I catch onto that bar and control that weight down, and it's kind of getting in the nooks and crannies and targeting those muscles that are really hard to reach but need to be activated to help stabilize and control that weight. So spiking intensity, even for that short burst of time, really helps with power generation because we're activating those muscles that are usually like kind of sleeping when we're doing more controlled efforts. Now, I do believe you can do this with any exercise, but just remember that as we increase intensity, the chance of risk also goes up, chance of injury. So make sure you're warmed up and prepared for whatever it is that you're trying to do. Intensity equals strength. That's why I'm not a big guy, but I can pull a lot of weight. And it just so happens that doing weighted clapping pull-ups has accelerated my strength in a way that I really just wanted to share. Hopefully this helps.